you ever wanted to travel the world but your budget prevents you from doing this, especially due to high accommodation costs? Well, we're here to tell you how we've been able to do this for the past 6 months without paying for any accommodation along the way through Housesitting.
Welcome guys to A Guide to Wanderlust. I'm Ben.
I'm Laura.
And I'm Lori.
And this is Frida. And today,
Lucy.
Lucy's down there.
And we're coming to you from Heidelberg in Germany. This is our latest house sit. We're here for 4 weeks. And we want to share with you how you can make this a part of your lifestyle as well. So, what is house sitting?
House sitting is where people stay at other people's houses and look after their homes and usually their pets as well. So if someone's going on holiday and they don't want to put their pets in, in a kennel or in a cattery or anything like that, then they can have a house sitter come over and stay in their home. And live in their home and look after everything while they're on holiday.
And I think for anybody trying to figure out what that benefit would be, I mean, it can be quite expensive to have your pets put in a kennel, can't it?
Yeah, absolutely. I think they charge exorbitant rates, and people worry about the quality of care that their pets would get in those places as well. Yeah,
and we never had our pets sat at home, so we never really understood what it took to take care of pets when you went on holiday. So it was quite a surprise to us when we met a lot of house sitters how they felt about having someone else come into their home and take care of their babies for them, right?
Yeah, absolutely. There's lots of people who are very open to this and open to having a complete stranger come into their home. Yeah.
And so who would house sitting be best for?
House sitting really works for people who are wanting to travel and see different places but are on a budget. So obviously if you're house sitting, you're not paying accommodation, and that's usually one of the biggest expenses when you travel. So I think it really suits that. In terms of whether you're a single person or a family, it really doesn't matter.
Yep.
I mean, everyone who wants someone to come into their home to sit for them is going to have preferences around that. So some people prefer having a family come in because they know we're not going to be having raucous parties at night and things like that. Whereas other people prefer single applicants. So really it doesn't matter if you're by yourself or partner or kids. There's always going to be something that you'll find that's a good fit.
So for those of you that are really interested in house sitting, what are some of the benefits for house sitting?
Probably the biggest benefit is being able to travel without paying for accommodation. I think that's a very obvious one, which gives you more freedom and the ability to travel more extensively. I'd say another benefit is going places you never would have thought you'd go. I hadn't really heard much about Heidelberg in Germany before I found this house sit, and I knew I wanted to come visit Germany, and I hadn't been here, so I was like, why not?
Yeah,
and,
I suppose it takes you away from some of the bigger cities, right?
Yeah, well, it takes you to some locations you never would have heard of or thought of going to, but are so amazing, and we wouldn't have necessarily had this experience here or known how much we would love it here.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So the next on the list is looking after animals. You get to look after other people's pets, which is awesome, right?
I love it, yeah. Yeah, and we've bonded quite a lot with some of the pets we've looked after, and they've just been so much fun.
And because we slow travel as a family full time, we don't have pets. So this is a great way to get our pet fix.
Yeah, we really miss having animals around. So this way, and we get to meet and just, love lots of different animals along the way.
And you can see they love us, right? So
Yes, some of them have bonded to us quite quickly too, which has been really lovely.
Yeah.
And another one would be meeting new friends along the way. So we've met some really lovely people through our house sitting experience, and every person we've house sat for we have just gotten along with so well. And we've met some people that we've been able to stay with for a few days here and there when we've crossed over paths, and really just had so much fun talking to and getting to know people from all walks of life and different cultures, and it's been really nice.
It's nice because when you arrive somewhere, typically when you're on holiday, I feel like you really are an outsider. But when someone opens their home to you, they start to begin to show you the ins and outs of the culture and the town.
Yeah, we've got, whenever we land in a new city, we get recommendations from the people we're house sitting for about where to go, where's the best restaurants, the best shopping.
Where you can take the pets to eat.
Yeah, the best sightseeing places. Sometimes we even get to use their car. So
we've met a lot of the locals that know the pets, right?
Yeah, we often meet people down the street who know the pets we're looking after, and we get to talking to them. So definitely meeting people and feeling a part of the community is a definite benefit.
Yeah. So the next on the list is saving money, and this is a big draw card for a lot of people, isn't it?
Yes, absolutely, because travel is expensive, and as we mentioned, not paying for accommodation is a big consideration. But if you think about it, our only expenses day to day are our food and our sightseeing or travel costs.
Yep.
So really, we don't generally have to pay accommodation or utilities. We don't pay for a car.
No.
We don't have any other expenses as well. So it's not just saving on accommodation, it's saving on a lot of different layers of expenses that you have at home.
So the next one ties into making new friends, and this is living like a local. So when you move into their house, you begin to run their household, and that is essentially your job, isn't it?
Yeah, you kind of slot into their life in a sense. I mean, obviously, we're not going to go work their jobs for them or anything, but we certainly, we live in their home, we look after their home and their pets, and we sometimes meet their friends and their locals and get a really authentic experience of that city and that place and what it's like to live there, as opposed to staying in the touristy areas where all the hotels are and living as a tourist in a hotel. It's a very different experience.
That sense where I suppose when you're in a hotel it's very sparse and there's nothing in there except for a bed, whereas here we have things that are authentically German in this house, aren't they?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
If you're considering getting into house sitting, you can check out our blog at aguidetowanderlust.com.
Thanks for joining us today to talk about house sitting, and we hope you'll join us for our next video. And if you like this video, please click like and subscribe to our channel to get more tips and tricks on how we travel the world.
Thanks guys, see you later.
Thank you.